Good morning, this is Tom, negotiating with Jesus. I've been for the past couple years trying to advance in my guitar playing. So I'm an average player, and I've played my whole life, learning after learning chords and rhythm. After learning that, you become an artist. You're all of a sudden in. You can play songs and cover songs, and that is where a lot of people start. So now, after having played for my whole life and hitting this plateau of average and good enough, it is a great place to land. So you can play your whole life as a somewhat accomplished player. I played with bands and with the worship team at church, and I could lead a song and lead a small group of people and play good enough to sound like I knew what I was doing. Okay, so now, but I'm not a confident player. I don't do solo, and my voice, pretty, also average, not good enough to hit any level of a star. But I believe in this day that something is going to change. So today I'm not going to do any links. I'm just going to play one of my songs. What I think is that it's time for people to really give a shot at playing music. And then, because of this leveling of the world through internet, through social media, almost everybody who learns to play at an average level can get some kind of audience capture, can find their people. So everybody's starting a channel, everybody's starting a podcast, everybody's saying their opinions and getting some amount of following. And there are skilled people who never on the street corner of New York City never would have been grabbed by a record company and put into a $1 million star power type scenario. So all these great musicians are overlooked because they want record sales and nothing else. So record sales is the only thing. So it's the look, it's the confidence, it's the the $1 million production that backs somebody with a level that they're like, this person could make it. And then there's all these misses. You get your one-hit wonders. So after that long talk, I'm telling you that this channel is going to be me practicing and struggling. I did all my C pentatonic scales in the caged system. So I did all that. At the end of my practice, which is exercises, I've decided to commit to exercises, I always play my 8 songs. So I have songs that are of some level of sophistication, not great. But I tell you that I think everybody who gets to some level will be able to perform and find their people. So my music a little bit Jesus-y. This channel is called Negotiating with Jesus. I'm going to play a song and just talk about the song. So my purpose for this channel is to get people to an average place, and then people to start poetically expressing their heart or whatever, and put out music that is your heart and soul. I want you to do that, and I want to be allowed to do it myself. So see, I'm already losing confidence because my whole point of these exercises is to become so confident that I can play and not stress. Because when you are in front of people, there's a stressful scenario. So I write lyrics, and I want you to write I'm going to talk about men and boys because I am one. I am the not the boy. I've become boy to man, and I'm old enough to be old. So, what was my point there? I don't know. But I want this to be a channel where you get to be averagely good and start expressing, because my point was that boys like to write poetic things. There's some amount of romance in a boy who's like a puppy, and girls are like cats, and it's something, and it's a thing. I don't know if you like that or it offends you. I don't care if it offends you. But everybody, I think, tries to write something or say something that's poetic. They try and write a little phrase, and then not claim they're a poet, but they're a songwriter. Everybody likes to write little lyrics and copy what they love. We all love music, so we start copying. Can I write down something that connects? At the very least, it connects with me. So, rolling in like morning fog. Well, after dusk will be before dawn. The gospel tract and a walking song. The spirit is moving, and this ain't no traveling band. A one-man act on a one-night stand. The one or two doing what he can, knowing Jesus can use him. And word is going round, another son, another daughter has been found. A revival gypsy come to town, got the faith to lay it down from A to B, 1 point in between. No connection to root him in, to where he's gone, to where he's been. Holy Spirit, all that remains when he leaves. They consider him a stranger. Considers this a strange land. He ain't gonna settle, no, just gonna stand. Pay it low if there's pay it all. A little money for a little lost soul. Just walking cause he hears the call. You don't have to believe him. Took the time to count the cost. A can of beans and a piece of burnt toast. Worth that all cause he knows the boss someday gonna receive him. The word is going round, another son, another daughter have been found. Revival gypsy comes to town, got the faith to lay it down from A to B, 1 point in between. No connection to root him in, to where he's gone or where he's been. Holy Spirit, all that remains when he leaves. They consider him a stranger. He considers this a strange land. He ain't gonna settle, no, just gonna stand. I'm tired and dirty, sure is the least of these. You can only see a heart from a bended knee. So his sure deeds are reading like the word. Be sure your act gives life what you heard. Revival gypsy, seen you in town, showing your faith, laying it down from A to B, 1 point in between. Then you point to Jesus. No connection to root you in, where you gone, know where you been. Holy Spirit, all that remains when you leave. They consider you a stranger. It's sure enough a strange land. Don't you dare settle, no, you just stand. You just stand. There you go. So, I think players ought to play. You ought to get to a level where you can start formulating your own ideas, your heart and soul, and put it out there. And I want the world to be a better place because you participated rather than watching others do what is, it so calls people. Music calls people. So this is going to be some kind of community where we're called to get better so that we can participate. That's the whole point of this. Moving on, I will talk to you again another time. I'm going to start changing my direction, and we'll see what happens.